afternoon. My name is Amalia Deligiannis, and I'm the editor of Plumbing Engineer magazine. Welcome to PHCPPros Live. We are here at the AHR Expo in Atlanta. This afternoon I have two very special guests from Lochinvar, Dan Rettig and Jennifer Russell. Welcome, Dan and Jennifer.
Thank you for having us.
How are you today?
Doing very well.
Good.
Okay.
Day two going well for you?
Yes.
Yes?
Very busy.
Yes, that's good to hear. You can hear the buzz in the air.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here this year. Dan, why don't you start us off and tell us a little bit about Lochinvar, for those who may not know about your company and your role at Lochinvar.
Yeah, so Lochinvar, we're a leading manufacturer of high efficiency boilers, water heaters, pool heaters. We offer package solutions, and we're also getting into alternative energies now, especially with all the decarbonization movement. We're based out of Lebanon, Tennessee, which is about 20 minutes east of Nashville.
Okay.
So it was actually a short commute for us to get down here. Didn't have to get on any plane, so that was really nice compared to last year when we met. We were in Vegas, so that was a little different of a story getting out there for the show. But yeah, so really we're trying to provide a whole kind of system solution for our customers, just not provide the product, but also provide solutions, on the front end with post-sale service and also on the post-sale, because eventually with products you are going to have some issues. We will make sure we service those customers like they expect as far as, 5 years, 10 years down the road. So again, just our VP of sales says he doesn't like to have a hole in his portfolio. So, our product offering can be pretty daunting when you look at it, when we get somebody to bring in, because we offer products, from 50,000 BTUs on the hydronic side all the way up to 6 million. And then on the water heating side, we're offering tank type residential, and then all the way up to large commercial, 4 million BTUs on the commercial condensing products too. So it's a pretty big product portfolio, but it's good. Like I said, our customers can come to us, they feel comfortable how, we service them, and they can stick with us through all their product needs.
Wonderful. And your role, you're senior product manager, correct?
Yes.
So how do you help your clients, your customers out?
Yeah, so it's a really exciting role, to be honest with you. So a lot of back and forth with our end users, our engineering community, our sales force, our sales rep, our internal sales guys. We get information from them, and we've kind of got to weed through some of it, because our sales guys, they're really passionate what they do. They want to service their customers, but we got to make sense of what they're telling us and with something we can bring to market. So we take those ideas, work with our engineering team, and then we come up with some product specifications for our future roadmaps, and then we hopefully drive those to product in a timely manner and a cost-effective manner. So it's those product, that voice of customer starts at, well, this is what we were looking for and what we want. We're hoping we deliver that to them, in that 2 to 3 years.
Okay, that's great. Jennifer, you're segment development manager, correct?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your role.
Yeah, well, I'm the segment development manager for our decarbonization segment.
Okay.
So I'm responsible for developing the product strategy and the roadmap, the 3-year roadmap for our decarbonization products. So this actually touches all of our segments, residential hydronics, commercial water heating, and even our tanks. So as we're developing heat pump products, we can develop those custom tank solutions to go along with those products. As Dan mentioned, it's been an exciting role. It's newer, only a couple of years now, but really enjoyed it, and I love being involved in all the new technologies.
It's wonderful. Dan, tell the audience about the new products that you're touting in your booth this year.
Oh yeah, so the booth's just right over there if you haven't had a chance to see it. So, we've got a new heat pump that we're showing, an air source heat pump for domestic water. Jennifer's going to go into a little more details about that later, I believe. But we've got a package solution over there which has one of our forced circulation high efficiency armor products paired with the electric water heater. So we've got 90 kW and a 400-gallon tank. So that gives our customers, they can still have that gas product that they're familiar with, but also have that electrical, no carbon emission product. So if we got customers that are looking for a solution that says, I want to start to reduce my carbon footprint, we're trying to show our capabilities and different solutions we can, because, they may not be able to make that switch to all electrical, whether it's heat pump or straight resistive, but we can help them kind of slowly transition to that, and that's what we're trying to show with that product. And then as far as with gas products, we have our we got a Noble floor mount. So we've had the Noble product out for several years now, about over 5-6 years. Really good product. So that Combi product is a product that does hydronic heating, but also does domestic hot water. So instead of having your individual tank that may be sitting over here and your boiler on the wall, we put that in one package now, and so it's space savings, cost savings. The problem we saw was like in the Northeast, basements are a little smaller. Maybe it's, the wall's not finished and they can't hang that product. So it really
Right.
drove us to have a floor mount product.
All right. Talking a little bit about heat pumps now. There's been a big buzz in the industry about heat pumps lately, and for domestic water heating. And tell us, what do you think has been creating that buzz and around the heat pump technology?
Yeah, so when again, you look at people trying to figure out a solution for the decarbonization to lower their emissions, the heat pump, that technology has grown over the years, got really more efficient in how we're trying to apply that technology. So it's really driven, people to look for that as a solution. So we've had a product for a couple of years. We've been trying to enhance that product, higher efficiency, lower ambient conditions. But yeah, I mean, it's just when you walk around here, there's all kinds of heat pumps, but it's really, again, that seems to be right now with the technology out there, how can we attack that decarbonization? That seems to be the answer, because if you look like at a straight electrical resistive product, you're not really you're getting 100%. So you put 100% electricity in, you're producing 100% of that heat. With the heat pump, you're going to output more. So typically it'll be a little more efficient, 4.5 times. So it just feels like right now that's what everybody says is the solution. It may not be. We may find something. Jennifer's looking at a lot of different technologies in our emerging technology. We may find something else, but right now that seems to be the answer to a lot of people's problems they have.
So, like, what have been the topics of conversation between Lochinvar and the engineering and contractors in the community? Like, what have they been asking about, these technologies?
Yeah, so I guess a common thing is we not so much asking, but what we're hearing around is like the workforce. We have a lot of, some older people retiring. I think maybe COVID and some things maybe drove that. And we're seeing that, I think, across, just not of the HVAC, segment. We're seeing that across some other segments, hospitality, restaurants, everything we're seeing. But, just trying to find qualified technicians to fill that demand, and especially as we start to transition as an industry to that heat pump technology, that's a whole different technician. It's not that plumber, or it's not that typical installer that's been doing the work. There's a little bit different skill set when it's going to take. If this thing has to be serviced, it's a little different skill set. So trying to find that workforce to grow their business, right, which we're going to need for our industry to continue. So actually doing some things here tomorrow with the Votech school. Going to come in and do a panel. So I'm looking really forward to that, to kind of talk to them, show them some opportunities, moving forward. Like what can that career path look like?
Right. So is Lochinvar pivoted and provided more training and development on these new technologies, or implemented them in the process?
It's
about training,
yeah, that's a hot topic inside our building. So, Jennifer said, some of the new roles. We've also implemented some new development processes. But yeah, we've actually partnered with one of the local Votech schools and have started to educate not only internally, because we've been doing the gas products, combustion products for a long time. We're really good at it. I mean, you go over there, we got good market share, great products. Now this is all new to us, so we've got to educate ourselves. So we're asking for some help from that Votech school, but then also we're trying to say, okay, well, if we want to bring some of our sales guys in, can you help us, educate? And then we're going to develop our own training program. So we're trying to work with them, and then hopefully too, right, that's helping us, okay, reach out to them. Maybe we can influence some of the people in that school, and maybe even have some more of that knowledgeable workforce. Hopefully, this may be selfish of us as a company, but maybe we can get some of those people from that school to come, that are educated in the new technology, help us out. But yeah, so we're looking at some different avenues that we haven't, for training. So yeah, we're developing all that training. Big undertaking for our training staff, but I think they're excited.
That sounds wonderful.
We've even been leveraging colleagues across the globe. We've got folks that are in China and in Europe, and so we're making sure that we're leveraging all the opportunities to gather that heat pump knowledge, even from other countries and other areas of the world that may be a little more mature in the heat pump market adoption.
Sounds really exciting. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about, Jennifer, the heat pumps in your booth specifically?
Yeah, I'd be glad to do that. Okay. Really excited that we're showing the all-new Lochinvar Veritas air source heat pump. It's a product that's geared towards domestic water heating, and we've got models ranging from 60,000 BTUs heating capacity up to 140,000 BTU per hour heating capacity. We are offering a low GWP refrigerant with R513A. We've taken a modular approach to the design, so we've got a couple of base models that we can bank together to make larger and larger sizes, and so we can cascade up to 64 of those units together.
Wow.
We've got a wall-mounted control box that does all the controls for the entire system. And we are very excited to bring this to market and be featuring it at the show this year.
Wonderful. So what else has been going on since we were actually together last year doing the exact same thing in Las Vegas? What has been going on inside Lochinvar since we spoke last year?
Well, I'll just kind of carry on with what we were hitting on earlier. Training. We have been doing a lot of training. When the pandemic was in full swing, and even for a while after, we really had to rethink the way that we went about our training, and we had to do some things differently. But what's been a big part of our organization for decades, and I think will continue to be, has been what we call the Lochinvar experience, where we bring our contractors, installers, specifying engineers, our reps, we bring those folks in, and we have a world-class training center where we take them through the specifics of our product, through the application of our product. And like I said, the pandemic really put a major damper on that. We just couldn't get folks through our building, but we've revitalized that, and we've got people coming through both for the training classes and for our tours. So we've been really busy with that and want to continue to grow that as we look to the years ahead.
Yeah, so on that, Jennifer, I was actually talking to the manager over that department here, and he said we got a waiting list, right? So like we said, we hadn't been able to get together and do what we wanted to do.
Right.
But there's a major demand for that, so we've got a waiting list for our training, like so they can call in, get on that waiting list, and then if somebody happens to cancel, because of something, whether work related or personal, we can fill those spots. So I didn't know we had that large of a waiting list. So that's pretty exciting to see that demand for that training. So,
yeah.
But all that information's on our website if anybody's interested.
Wonderful.
A lot more to come.
So that's great. So it's like, what can our viewers and our readers expect from Lochinvar in the year ahead? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, you know what? Lochinvar has always been a high efficiency solution provider. It's in our DNA. We have leveraged technologies to push the boundaries of efficiency, and so we've been doing that with gas products for many decades now. And so moving into the heat pump space was really the next evolution for us, and so we're poised really well, and I'm excited about this. We know how to leverage those technologies and keep pushing those boundaries. So you're going to see lots more high efficiency products coming from us and all of our segments. Can't wait to bring even more to the show next year. And we're going to remain flexible in terms of our product development, both for the short-term and long-term roadmaps. We want to make a big impact with this decarbonization movement. So we understand that we need to remain flexible and provide the right solutions at the right time. So you're going to see a lot of innovation coming from us in terms of new products. And then, like we've already been talking about, there's going to be a lot of training coming along with this. We're committed to helping enhance the market adoption of these new technologies. So we're building up the platforms that are necessary to keep that moving in the right direction.
Sounds like exciting times at Lochinvar.
For sure.
So if anyone wants more information about your company and they're here on the show floor, where can they come visit you?
Yes. Well, definitely come to our booth at B1649, and then also visit our website at www.lochinvar.com.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our viewers before we sign off for the afternoon?
I think we've covered everything pretty well. I hope hopefully everyone takes away our level of excitement about this new opportunity and what's happening with heat pumps and decarbonization in general.
So do I. Thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah,
thank you.